Hey guys, Jeff here with Ghost Knight Gaming, and today we're hanging out on my living room floor. The reason for that is I'm doing a lot of little bits of work for some stuff I haven't had a chance to update you guys on yet, unless you've been paying attention to my Instagram. Yeah, mostly just my Instagram. If you haven't seen that, there will be links down below and at the end of this video for you to check out, so you guys should check out that Instagram and see all the updates kind of as they happen. Plus, stuff will be going up on my Facebook page. Out of breath. Woo. Oh wait, reason I'm on my living room floor with you guys hanging out with me here is I'm working on some of the armor I've been working on the last little while, and my table isn't big enough, and some of the foam I've been working with kind of flops around, so it's a bit difficult to work with. And on that table, I just don't really have the space, so I kind of just laid it out on my living room floor, and I've been working from there. So what I've been working on the last little while, I'm going to actually kind of show you guys. You can kind of half see this one here, but I've been working on some various pieces of armor. So this is the initial step of some leg armor here, so that's going to go on the leg like so. Once I get some straps on, I can test it out and all that kind of stuff. I think it kind of, in theory, works out. Some leg armor. I have some torso armor. I don't want to move it yet because I've got a template on it. There's some templates there. I've also been working on at least one shoulder guard. I've got another shoulder guard I've got to build hopefully in the next little while, but right there. See? Not bad, eh? And once we strap it in, we'll see how well it fits. But what I'm working on right now for these guys is I'm actually working on the templates for the finer detail points. So as you can kind of see just over here at the corner of the screen, you'll see kind of these templates laid out. So I've cut all these out. I've had a friend of mine print all of these out on paper in the rough size that I want. And I've got templates kind of laying about all over the place here. And I've cut them out, and I'm going to actually use those to make my pieces that I'm going to place on the armor to get all my detailing, so that extra bit of detailing. So there's parts of this one here. So here's what it looks like drawn on. I'm going to lose pins and get stabbed. That's what it looks like with all the stuff I've already lined out. So I'm using really thin craft foam for this stuff. Just enough to get the depth I want, but not too much that it looks like oversized on it. So all I've been doing is starting to draw out these templates on some of the extra sheets that I used from cutting out in here to make this. And I do have the template. So here's the template I started with to make both the big piece, the one here, and this piece here. So made both pieces, and once again using the thin craft foam here so you can kind of see that line, and then glued them together, and voila, a bit of heat shaping, and this kind of actually gets the effect I want. So it'll actually curve around a lot better once I'm done, and actually can strap it to my legs and wear them for an hour or two just to get that shape. Oops, there goes that one. Oh well, I'll fix that later. So yeah, so basically all I'm doing at this point is actually drawing on these templates, and then I'm going to glue the pieces on very, very carefully, because a lot of it is incredibly intricate. Well, okay, kind of intricate. But I do have specific places I want to place it, because I'm going to do this stuff that's here that I'm drawing here is going to go on both of these leg guards here. And it's going to go up along here and here. I'll figure out painting and detailing later on. And then I've got the other template now. That one ended up being too big for what I needed, so I gave her the wrong size. So there's going to be another one that's going to go on this piece. And then the chest armor that I think I've shown a couple of pictures of here and there, and I think it was on my last non-interview preview video. I'm going to throw another symbol on the torso there. I mean, for the most part, if you guys haven't guessed what I'm working on, you've probably been living under a rock. So yeah, so I'm working on that kind of stuff, and then later today I'm going to be trying to making another attempt to template out a helmet, and we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned to Instagram for that one. But yeah, so that's basically what I've been working on the last little while, besides interviewing cosplayers and working on my gaming stuff. Check the other videos, probably be some suggestions over on the side or whatever. Check out some of that stuff if you're into more gaming stuff. And yeah, I think that's all I've got on the go here. So, why don't I draw on another one of these templates so that way it's kind of ready to go. And then I will come back to you guys later on in this video and show you some of the stuff being applied. So first, let's do this. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this because I can only, close up with me, I can only move the camera so much here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to grab all my pins. I've got more just up here. I'm going to pin at the points, not too far up to the point to skewer the point, but enough to get it in. Now the other reason why I like doing this actually on my floor, as silly as this sounds, is the craft foam is really, really thin. Right, this stuff is not even, I think it's about 1/8 of an inch. And so trying to get these pins to stick into that on like a solid cutting board isn't working. It doesn't stay in, they move around, they drive me crazy, and I'm not having fun anymore. So instead, if I do this on my carpet, the great thing about this is I can actually just stick right into the carpet. Because, well, I'm not really hurting anything there. Whereas I'd be going into my cutting pad or whatever with that. So it actually double folds that, because then it also secures this better to the foam, and I can secure it kind of to the floor for this. Now, because of the nature of these details, like I'm probably gonna have to actually cut this with my X-Acto knife, not so much my big honking beast here. I'm gonna have to cut it with this one, because I'm gonna have to take my time to get all that curve the way I want it. Because I don't want it to be super rough, because I'm not gonna be able to really do much to clean up the details. So I gotta be careful. So I'm gonna grab my trusty Sharpie here and try to get in here. So I want to get the fine details here. So I probably could have secured this down a whole lot more, but hey. So we're gonna go in here. This is gonna take a minute or two here. So I want to make sure I get all of my detail, that none of it is lost from my drawing poorly. And I don't want it to lose its defined shape. Alright, so I probably should have secured it in more places. And my pins are actually getting in my way here. Alright. Always big to have a really good quality Sharpie. I think these ones aren't the greatest. Oh, come on. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, I needed to secure this down a whole lot better. So now we know for the next one we have to draw, because I need 2 of these. So, actually I'm going to fix that right now. Some more pins. Secure down somewhere in the middle. These 2. And alongside of this one here. There we go. Just gotta pin as much of this in place as I can. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult to draw, because now I've gotta try to work out around these pins that I'm actually moving every time I move on the carpet. So that's the hard part about this one here. Yeah. Now I'm having trouble kind of working around the pins. I'm wondering, and I might experiment with this in a minute here, if my scissors are good enough to actually cut this foam out with scissors as opposed to trying to use my knife. Now, method behind my madness is once again trying to make these really, really clean. Alright, so I want to make those lines look really, really good. And I can't guarantee with my shaky hands that I'm going to be able to get that look that I want. Now, that was not overly easy to draw. And it's probably the most detailed stuff I've done so far. Okay, that doesn't look too bad, so there we go. It doesn't look too terrible. It definitely could have been better. And I still have to do one more of these at least. And I'm not looking forward to this guy. Not gonna lie. That one's not gonna be easy. So I'm just using up the scraps that I've got here. So yeah, so there's kind of like what I'm doing here with the drawing and stuff like that. So when I come back, I'm gonna go off and try to finish all this up. I'm gonna get these all drawn out, get them all cut out however I gotta do it, and I'll let you know how I did it, and maybe depending on how it looks, maybe I'll show you guys what it looks like later. And then I'm going to show you guys some of the assembly. I'm going to actually put some of these pieces on, and you guys can check that out. So yeah, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, so we're back after cutting all that stuff out, and now we're going to assemble some of it. I've already pre-glued some of these pieces, so now it's time to actually put these pieces on. So it's going to be hard to see, but I've basically outlined with pencil where I want the glue to go and where the pieces are going to fit back in. So all I got to do now is take my glued piece, find my mark carefully, and stick her on. Stick her on. Now, just like so. The places we want them to go. Now, and there you go. So you stick her on, just like that. And then, okay, just gotta make sure I get it where I want it to sit. Once it's in, I kinda, so it's not perfect, but there you go. So I'm going to finish gluing some more of this stuff, and you guys can see what I've got when I'm done. And we're back, and here we are. So I've already glued some of the pieces on. At least I think I've glued them on. I may have to apply more glue here. Yep. So there we go. So that's, other than a couple of bits I have to check again for gluing, that's the start of the first piece of armor. So I see a couple of places where I need to apply some more glue to. Once I've done that, that'll pretty much be it. That's how it's going to look. Alright, and then I'll paint it and get all the nice detailing in as I go. I gotta make sure, see, and that's why I have to make sure, because I'm going to curve it, right? So I want to make sure all that glue is contacted, right? So here's the cutout pieces for the next one. And basically all I do is I'm going to place the piece on roughly where I want it to go, or where I want it to go. And I'm going to use a pen or a pencil, and I'm going to mark just outside it, just to show where I want it to go. And then I'm going to apply the contact cement both to the back of this guy and to this guy, enough so that it gets that good contact all the way through all the piece. Once it's all dried enough that basically it's not sticky to the touch, I'm going to apply both pieces together, and that should be the finished. It'll look like that. All ready pretty much to just be, at this point I've got to sand the edges here to even them up, line them up, and then it's ready to be sealed, finished, and painted. Straps added, that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much it for that. So stay tuned to my Facebook page and my Instagram for more update videos and pictures and stuff like that. And I'll have another update for you guys coming pretty soon, as I also attach to the chest armor, start adding the other pieces to that. I'm going to get the piece I need for this guy, finish that up, add that piece, and we're going to start making some progress here. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed checking this out, and I will see you guys again next time for another video. If you enjoy this, comment below on what you thought, like it, and subscribe to my channel to see more stuff like that. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. All the links will be down below. And yeah, have yourselves a good day. I will see you guys again next time. Have fun and keep gaming.